Oh yeah, let me continue my gist. So Rufai asked this man, how much is the calculation per square meter of this road? How much is the calculation per kilometer? How do they call it? How much do you spend on so distance? How much do you spend? Now their argument start to that they don't do this one. That's not the point. Kiniko, argue here. The next thing we say, yeah, who are you? Who are you? That question, who are you? Now they pay me pass. I am a taxpayer. Ruffai is a taxpayer. We all have a duty to know what our money is being used for. So guys, it's actually not news that Dave Umahi and what's the name? Ruffai of Arise Television had a very heated argument on national television. Now, what started it? It was because Ruffai was asking about the coastal road. Sir, what have you achieved with this? Because the figures they use for that coastal road, I did a video before. I said, for me, that coastal road is the most useless project under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The most useless and irrelevant project under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Why? Because we have an habit of always starting new things. This government will come, you will start new one without maintaining. We don't know how to maintain. We don't know how to keep the things that we already have. Tell me why all the normal roads we use, all these roads now where buses they pass, they are bad though. I swear, you can't drive from Lagos to Benin without diving potholes, taking traffic, or staying in hold up because of bad road. You cannot. Especially now that it's rainy season. Try them. No, just try them. Now will be rainy season. So I don't know why we have already bad roads. You can make it, you can enhance it by, what they call that thing? Smoothing the roads, work on the roads. Then you can also put street lights. You can do whatever, put security, roadside security, to make sure that these roads now are good. But instead, we start coastal highway, and people in Lagos are complaining of flood. Why are you complaining of flood? When you try to cheat nature, nature will try and settle itself. Because when you block you are feeling the ocean. You are feeling the ocean. You want to build coastal highway, one of a kind. First in man, kiniko. Where do you expect the waters to go? You are going to destroy people's houses, thinking that's the only problem. That's not the only problem. You are doing what is not necessary. The one that is necessary. Oh yeah, let me continue my gist. So Rufai asked this man, how much is the calculation per square meter of this road? How much is the calculation per kilometer? How do they call it? How much do you spend on so distance? How much do you spend? Now their argument start to that they don't do this one. That's not the point. Kiniko, argue here. The next thing we say, yeah, who are you? Who are you? That question, who are you? Now they pay me pass. I am a taxpayer. Ruffai is a taxpayer. We all have a duty to know what our money is being used for. Your husband comes from work, and your husband gives you money. Say, take this money for the running of the house. Now, let's say your husband comes back and gives you 100,000 naira. Say, take for the running of the house, or use it to buy some things. Now, he comes back home after day one, day two. He sees that this thing he gave you to buy, you have not bought it, or maybe you want fix television. You have not been able to do it. Your husband comes, you say, babe, that money I gave you, what did you do with it now? Because you've not repaired the television. What did you do with it? You come ask and say, who are you? Why will you ask me such question? Don't you know? Do you know who I am? That is our problem. I don't get it. You're not gonna tell us if the money you are using to run Nigeria is your personal money. If it's your personal money, we relax. Yes. If it's on personal money that they use run Nigeria, make gonna tell us. So we don't disturb you guys. We leave you to do what you like. But if it is not your personal money you are using to run the country, you are using taxpayers' money to run the country. You see, they take our money, they squander. Yet, on another one, make we still talk. Let me show you how these people are enabling corruption. You see these local government allocations where they talk local government autonomy. Everybody they shout local government autonomy since. This local government autonomy where they do so, guys. Now one chance we do. Have you seen any changes in your local government? Have you seen any change in your local government? And yet they say they are giving them millions and billions. They are giving them millions and billions. You can't ask question. If you want this thing, maybe you're going to publish how much you give each local government. across 36 states. Publish how much you gave to them. Let us know what you gave to them, so we know what we are demanding for. Politicians don't want accountability in Nigeria. They don't. They don't want accountability in Nigeria. And my dear brothers and sisters in the Lord, now only God go help us. Only God go fit help us. As it is now, I told people, when it's time for election now, they don't change months. But before election, they do, oh, there, all of you, oh, yes. If na election period now, Ruffai, they interview Umahi. You know ask Umahi for answer. Oh, Ruffai, my brother, don't worry, I will answer you. Ruffai, my brother, yes, that is what you don't understand. I will tell, will educate you. Before election, after election, they turn to lion. Guys, see the interview. See, watch them.
My question still persists as regards the cost per kilometer. You cannot tell me that we don't have a right to know the cost per kilometer. Even if it's an undulating landscape, give us all the facts and the details of the cost per kilometer. That's all we'll ask for. Other questions as regards the loans taken. Let me finish.
I will keep quiet for you to damage
Let me finish.
Listen to me.
Minister, you will not allow me speak. The minister will not allow me speak.
No. Don't do that with me.
Minister will not allow me
with me. I was in your studio.
Minister will not allow me.
And when the first section was on, and I ran the figures, and what you're asking us is 750 kilometers of coastal highway. We should tell you cost per kilometer, so you multiply by 750. That's nonsensical.
No, so tell me the cost per kilometer. There's nothing too hard for you to tell me that figure. You've not still told me that figure, so I was right on that point. The second point,
because you don't understand anything.
The second point I'm trying to make is
you don't understand anything. I'm a professor in this field.
Okay.
You don't understand anything.
What university gave you professorship in this field?
And you cannot ask me to tell you a cost.
What university gave you professorship in engineering? I didn't know you were Professor Umahi, Minister. I didn't know. So please, you've not been able to. You've never.
I'm professor in practice.
In practice.
I'm professor in practice.
Okay.
I understand engineering very well.
So secondly,
and you have no knowledge of what you're asking.
If you will let me,
you have no knowledge.
If you will let me ask.
So
questions.
you keep quiet.
Okay.
And then stop.
Okay.
You know.
Minister, it's all right. Keep dignifying yourself and let the world see you for who you are. If you allow me speak. The other 100 kilometers that you said they've added to it, we would like to know the cost per kilometer of that one. And the Winsome Homes, the case is in court. Now, I would like to know the cost per kilometer for that one. I would like to also know the over 700 billion first tranche of loan you guys got for this project. Has the money been spent? How was the money deployed? I would also like to know. I would also like to know the terms of that loan. All right, how many years? What's the payback period? What's the payback moratorium of that loan? And for the Winsome Homes, isn't it interesting that as somebody that's been a governor in the state, you know the law, a case is in court, and then you're coming to talk about the details of the cases in court. Because you denied that the case was not in court, now you've already accepted that the case is in court. So is it not just better you thrash it out with the woman that is been reporting a case in public that we all heard, and I ask you questions based on that? So, Minister, just answer the questions. I've got no axe to grind with you. You know that. We've spoken many times. In fact, when your people called to book, I booked them, and I said you should come on air. So please just tell us those information. It's very important, Minister.
I'm not hearing, even though this guy is not